Okay, quick run through of the exercises and stretches for the core. Starting with basic ab crunch, lying your back flat on, with your back flat on the floor, knees bent, like so. Easy option is hands on your thighs, slide up and back down slowly, gradually peeling your back off the floor, starting at the top and then rolling up. As you come up, push your belly button down into the floor to really feel the abs engage. You make it harder by bringing your hands across your chest. Or harder still by bringing your hands to the side of your head. Next option is the reverse crunch. You can have your hands down by your side, but try not to push them down into the floor. Bring your knees and hips to 90 degrees, and then you're trying to roll up the other way. So using our lower abs here to pull the pelvis up. If that's easy, you can make it a little bit harder by bringing your hands up by your head. This requires a bit more strength and stability. Remember to keep breathing out as you come up and you go back down. So that's the reverse crunch. The next exercise is a glute bridge. So staying in the same position, heels fairly close to your bottom. Easy option, hands down by the side. Push up, really squeeze the glutes up and then down. Push those glutes up as high as you can. Again, you can make that slightly harder by bringing the hands across the chest. Make sure you get a good squeeze at the top before you come back down. And there for the next exercise, we're going to roll over onto our front. Superman lying on the floor. So basically it's an opposite arm and leg lift. From there we can also go into a hyperextension. Hands down to your side, but palms up so that again you're not pushing into the floor. Keeping your toes down, you can roll up, lifting your chest off the floor. Making sure to keep your head in line with the spine. Don't throw the head back. Once you've done that one, going into another Superman, this time on all fours. This is more about balance and strength really, this one. Extending opposite arm and leg. Remember to keep the shoulder above the wrist and the hip above the knee. So you should have a nice box underneath the body. If you find it easier, you can hold it a little bit longer to test the balance. And there we're going to go into the first of our stretches, the hip flexor stretch. Front leg about 90 degrees, foot maybe slightly further forward. Back leg, if you can, straight down, 90 degrees of knee. But from there, either hands on your hips, or as we did in our practice the other day, arms straight up. Push forward through the hips. So squeeze the bottom forward, keeping the body upright. And hold the stretch there. Looking to hold these stretches for about 30 seconds on each leg. Obviously change legs. Stretch up. Push forward. After that, going to do seated abductor stretch. Ankle to the outside of the opposite knee. Take hold of the knee, pulling it across towards the opposite shoulder, keeping the back nice and upright, nice and tall. If the lateral rotators of your hip, your glutes are tight, then you'll feel this on this stretch. Change legs. So at the moment I'm not holding these for the full 30 seconds. From here you go to a seated hamstring stretch. Foot's more or less level with the knee, but it doesn't matter too much. You can relax it out a little bit, push it a little bit further down if you can't hold that position. But from there, keeping the back nice and tall if you can, try and slide down the leg to the ankle. And then, if you want to take a little bit of low back in there, you can stretch forward a bit further. Change legs. Back straight to start with. And then you can round forward if you want to, after you've done your 30 seconds with the straight back. And hold for up to another 30 seconds. Following that, we're going to do some more glute stretches lying down. First one is knee up to 90 degrees to start with. Take hold of the knee with the opposite hand, pull it across to the opposite side, and then up. Bring your other hand in to help guide it. So try to pull this knee up towards the opposite shoulder. And then going to relax that back off, back to sort of the 90 degrees. We might swap our hands over and put it up in a straight line. So just try to hit all different areas of the glutes here. And then finally, the figure 4. Ankle across the opposite thigh. Hands through the middle, take hold of the thigh that's upright rather than the one that's out at an angle. Pull that in towards the chest, using the elbow of my right arm here to keep my right leg out at an angle. We'll just show you that on the way around, using the same leg, just so you can hopefully see the angle a bit better. Changing legs. The ankle is across the thigh. Left leg now is angled out, and the left elbow is pushing that knee out as wide as it can whilst pulling in the right thigh. From there, we can do some knee rolls. Actually, I'll do a lying hamstring stretch first. So, leg up straight as you can. Try and keep the knee nice and straight. Hands behind the thigh, not behind the knee. Make sure it's behind the thigh. Pull that in towards the chest. If you were to find this easy, you can move the relaxed leg so that it's straighter. But as long as you're feeling the stretch somewhere along the hamstring here, that's fine. Change legs. And finally, knee rolls, which is a little back loosener. Trying to roll the legs across to the side. Notice how I keep one foot on top of the other, so the insides of my shoes are effectively stuck together. You may not get this far. If you don't worry. And that's it. That, I think, was the routine we went through when I saw you the other day.